Hi, I'm Dia. Thanks so much for joining me. As we move around practice today, we'll be using 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, books work pretty well. Otherwise, don't worry about it. This is a practice that is for you. This is a me time practice. So if you can, turn off your phone, get it out of the way, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. Okay, here we are. Please take your 2 blocks. Pivot to the top of your mat. And right away, these blocks are on the highest setting. Right away, you'll step your right foot forward and come into a nice low lunge. You might tuck your back toes to slide that left foot back a little bit more. And then walk your blocks or your support underneath your shoulders or close to your pelvis so you can find a nice long spine here. Take a nice exhale. Maybe soften your eyes or close them if that's comfortable to you. As we let time and gravity assist in this first posture, feel your shoulders move away from your ears. Another inhale through your nose. And exhale. Let the bottom of that breath pull your hips back, flex through your right toes. And again, walk your blocks back a little bit, maybe slide your right heel forward a little bit, accessing some length in the spine. We're doing our best to take our time. We carved this space out for ourselves. It's in the calendar. It's in the time budget, if you will. And so we don't need to rush through it. Another breath in and breathe out. Good. Shift forward, bend into your front knee, pivot on your back knee. This left heel will swivel over to the right and then you'll switch hands. This block here comes inside of your right ankle, right palm presses down, left fingers reach overhead, opening up, maybe rotating your heart towards the sky, and then go ahead and bend through that left elbow, tapping fingers to your spine. As you inhale, lift through your elbow, lift through your heart, and exhale, elbow to elbow as you round forward. We'll do this a few times. Inhale to open up, and exhale, coming into a sort of a quiet space. And we inhale to open, exhale, round around the spine. Or revolve around the spine. Inhale, open your chest one more time. And exhale to round. Good. Go ahead and bring your left hand now across your body to this opposite block, and then you'll pivot on your back knee again, and then round through your spine a little cat shape as you shift your hips back. It's gonna feel a little tight, a little stuffy, breathing right into that space between your shoulder blades. Take another inhale. And exhale. Good. Rebend into your front knee, and then you'll hook your left arm over your chest, stretching through your shoulder, through your tricep. Inhale, let your shoulders move away from your ears. And as you exhale, we'll pivot over to the left. So again, this left knee pivots, ankle comes to the opposite side of the mat. Left palm to the back of your mat, right leg extends, reach your right arm overhead. Good. Side body stretch here in the supported side plank. If it's accessible, start to flex and point through your right toes. I feel this all the way up my side body here, and especially in this outer pelvis area, right on the outside of my hip. Good. Some easy rocking. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. One final stretch here. Before you flex through your right toes, squeeze your inner thighs together as you rise on up. It's a big move. And then all the way over into this gate pose. These right toes are flexed. Your hand, right hand can come to your shin as you reach overhead. Bending through that top elbow again. Heart opening to the sky. You might even take your 2 peace fingers and wrap them around that right big toe. You don't have to do exactly as I do. You can take these shapes here and make them your own. One more juicy breath in and breathe out. Good. You'll start to turn everything to the top of your mat, unwinding the shape. So bring your left heel back behind your knee, press your palms into your blocks, and then drag your right heel forward. Tuck through your toes. We'll take this figure 4 shape in this tabletop. Okay, blocks right underneath your shoulders, and inhale, let your belly drop, tail lift, shoulders draw back and down into a cow shape, and exhale to round through for a cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We're thinking about just creating lots of breath in the nooks and crannies in our shoulders, in our hips, through our spine. One more inhale here. And exhale to round. Good. Come through a long neutral spine. Uncross the right knee, and here we are back. Now we'll step left foot forward inside of your left block, and then find the fullest expression of this posture as is available to you right now, wherever you are in your day. Good. Walking the blocks back towards your pelvis so you can find lots of length through your spine. And know that these blocks underneath your palms are a form of support. They're part of your support system, a tool you have, so that as you move through your body and move through space, you're not alone. Take another breath in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and breath out. Let that exhale shift you back. Pelvis reaches back. Flex through your left toes. Maybe slide that foot forward. And then readjust your blocks so you feel that you can find a nice long spine again. We'll take a few breaths here. Breathing into the back of this left leg. Unclench your jaw. Maybe even close your eyes again here. Really tune into what the body is saying. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Rebend into your left knee. Pivot on this right knee, this time heel coming over to the left. This block inside of your left ankle, switching hands, left palm presses down, right fingers reach overhead. This is a modified side angle. Bend through your right elbow, fingertips again coming towards your spine, and then lift your heart towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, we'll round elbow to elbow. A few more times like this. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in, opening up through the chest. Exhale, rounding in towards yourself, a private moment. One more like that. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. Great. Your right hand will cross over the left to this opposite block. Pivoting on that back knee, shift your weight back just a little bit, press down into the blocks and round through your spine. Breathe in between your shoulder blades and breathe out. Cool. Bend into your front knee this time. Right arm across the body, hooking it with the left arm. Breathe into that right shoulder and breathe out. Release it. Now your right hand will travel all the way to the back of your mat as you pivot on that back knee. Send your left leg long, left fingers overhead. Your bicep is over your ear. And I'm gazing down towards the floor. I'm feeling also the support of my mat, palm pressing down, right knee, right top of foot pressing down. Let's go ahead and flex through that left foot and then point again. Some easy rocking. You might play with your gaze and lift it overhead and then bring it back down towards the floor. Good. Flex through your left toes. This is a big move. Your inner thighs squeeze together as you rise up through center and then keep it moving into this gate pose. Left hand to your left shin, right hand overhead, bending again at the elbow. Maybe your two peace fingers wrap around that big toe. And then we work to open our heart to the sky as you inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in and breathe out. Awesome. Let's go ahead and return everything to face to the top of the mat as we pivot and unwind, dragging your left heel towards your right knee, flexing through that foot again in this figure 4 tabletop shape. We'll move through a few more cat-cows as you inhale, tilting the tailbone back, lifting your chest, pressing your palms down, and exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Come through a neutral spine. Unhook that ankle. Set your blocks down to the medium setting. And we'll circle through our pelvis here. If you can, do your best to leave your shoulders and your spine pretty still, certainly neutral. And we're just moving through the pelvis. This can be a little bit sassy feeling, if you know what I mean. But articulating and isolating specifically through this space is so tasty for the sacrum, the SI joint. It's just nice pelvic flossing in a way. And then go ahead and reverse that. See how big of circles you can make here without, again, involving the shoulders or the spine as much as you can. Oh, great. Bring that through center. Moving your blocks to the top of your mat now on the lowest setting, shoulder width distance. Push your palms into these blocks, tuck your toes, move into a downward facing dog. Nice. Again, the support, the blocks, right underneath your palms, helping you access lots of length in the spine. Gaze towards your navel as you inhale. And exhale. Soft knees, tilting your tailbone up and back, lengthening through your side ribs like a yawn through your armpits. Inhale. And exhale. Gaze between your hands. Step your right foot forward. This time we'll keep the back knee lifted, rotating your blocks to the highest setting, and again, lengthening through the spine. You might shimmy that left foot back a little bit, adjust as needed. If your balance is a little wobbly, maybe heel toe your right foot over to the right, offering more space for the pelvis to stabilize, lengthening your heart. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, straighten through your front leg. Keep a long spine here. Back heel is lifted fiercely. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bend through your front knee. Back heel grounds down. Take your left block inside of your right ankle. A lot of left and right here. Right palm presses down. Left arm opens up, side angle. Gaze towards your top palm. Again, a nice long line of energy from that pinky edge side of my back foot all the way up my side body through my fingertips. Take another breath in here. And breathe out. Heart opens to the sky. Great. Hold on to this block in your right hand. You're going to lengthen through your right leg. Reach it overhead as you parallel feet. Block over your head. Turn your left toes out. Bend into your left knee. Send the block inside of your left ankle. Again, opening into the side angle. Right fingers reach high this time. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your palm to face behind you and drape this at your low back. You could just let it stay here as you think about opening through that right shoulder, or you might hook it into the inside of your left thigh for a little extra shoulder opening here. Breathe into whatever is feeling sticky and breathe out. Listen to what your body is saying to you and respond appropriately. She might be saying, "Get me out of here," in which case, ease out of the posture a little. Or maybe they're saying, "Boy, this feels good." Or maybe they have no opinion. It doesn't matter. We're here. Take another breath in. And breathe out. Beautiful. Unwrap that right arm. You're going to lengthen through the back leg now. Same pattern. Parallel your back foot. Switch the blocks. Turn your right toes out. This time keep 2 legs long as we come to triangle pose. Left fingers reach overhead and imagine drawing up through your quadriceps like they're lifting towards your hips. And then gathering as much length in between each vertebra as you possibly can, reaching the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Maybe your tailbone reaches in opposition towards the back. And take one more inhale. And exhale. Left arm is coming overhead. You'll pivot on your back foot, crossing your arms again to that other block. Pressing down. So now my back heel is lifted. I have 2 straight legs and I'm pressing my palms into these blocks and rounding through my spine. Take an inhale. And exhale. Good. Bend into your front knee. Uncross your arms. Back knee taps down and bring it to the middle of your mat. So you can drag your right heel back, but this time we're coming into Gomukhasana legs. So inner thighs squeeze together. Knees are in line. Heels are wide. Take your blocks with you, again, they're this support system, and sit back onto the floor. Okay, if this is not accessible, take one of these blocks, place it right underneath your pelvis. Find a place where you can get to that you can breathe in. We're looking for opportunity to breathe. Always, always, always. Cool. You can stay right here in this space. If you're on the earth and you have your 2 blocks in front of you, your palms could press down there. We do all this grounding through our feet, but this gives me a sense of security and grounding also, feeling this connection. And if you haven't already, you could come into Gomukhasana arms. Left arm reaches up, bend at the elbow. Right hand will swim behind. And if you can, fingertips could touch. You might take a small bind, or you could just stay right here and wherever your palms are is like, that's great. So find your own adventure. We'll take 2 more breaths as we inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Let that go. Bring your hands back to the blocks if they have left, and then start to walk yourself forward. Uncross your knees, blocks on the lowest setting. We'll come into a downward facing dog again. Palms down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pedal through the knees a little bit. Gazing toward your navel. Take a breath in and breathe out. Wonderful. Gaze between your blocks, step your left foot forward. Coming into a high lunge, back heel is lifted, leg is long, looking for length in the spine. Take a breath in and breathe out, lengthen through your front leg. Like we have a little flat back, a tabletop back here. Take another breath in, drawing your left hip back. And as you breathe out, bend into your left knee. Okay, back heel rotates down. The block on the right is going to come inside of your left ankle. Your left palm will now press down and your right arm will reach overhead. Great. A nice long of energy now through the right side body. Pinky edge side of your right foot pressing down, and then it's like this nice long stretch through all of this space here. Take another inhale and exhale. Good. Holding the block in your left hand, straighten through the left leg, parallel your feet here. I know my back is to you. Turn your right toes out. Right block inside of the right ankle. Here we are again in this side angle. Left fingers reach towards the sky and then rotate your palm to face behind you. This arm can drape at your low back, or you might shimmy it as much as you can into hold the inside of your right thigh and gaze towards the sky, opening your heart towards the clouds, towards the sun. Maybe it's night, towards the stars. Good. My right palm is pressing fiercely into this block. So I take one more breath in. And breathe out. Good. Unbind the left arm, right leg lengthens parallel, 2 feet over to the left, and then turn your left toes out, block comes inside of the left ankle, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Where is the space? What can I do to have more space? Breathing better. Again, getting into all those little crevices, the places that hold the most tension. Sending my breath there, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Right hand circles forward, crosses over your left, takes hold of that other block, back heel rotates up. Press your palms into the blocks, round through your spine, breathe between your shoulder blades. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bend into your left knee, uncross your arms. Lower your back knee towards the middle of your mat, and now drag your left leg back, crossing over your right. Heels widen. Sitting back into Gomukhasana again. Okay, observe. This side might feel different from the first side. That's normal. Our bodies are not symmetrical. Perfection doesn't exist. Okay, if you had a block under your pelvis on the first side, maybe you want it on this side. And then whatever your choice you made on the first side, maybe let's repeat that here for the sake of balance. Okay, palms down on your blocks, or now this time right arm reaches overhead, bending at the elbow, left hand swims behind your back, a bind or just a hang. Okay, wherever you are, you're thinking about lengthening through your spine, and again, a good place to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Two more of those. Inhale. Exhale, unclench your jaw. Breathe in. And breathe out. Unbind. Palms to blocks. Make your way forward. This might be a really effortful moment. You can always use your hands behind your hips to help guide yourself back into this tabletop. Uncross the knees, a little easy rock side to side. Good. Bringing your big toes to touch, knees wide, sit back on your heels. We're coming into a child's pose. You could put one block in between your sternum if that was accessible to you, or one underneath your forehead, which I'll do for the sake of my microphone. Right underneath the third eye, and if that doesn't feel good at all, just head to the earth is nice too. Sometimes it's helpful to have this support underneath me. There was a point in time in my life where my home practice was exclusively child's pose, which I would hold for at least 30 minutes, if not more, and just breathe. Again, let's take 3 more intentional breaths here. We're not in a rush. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Start to walk your hands back towards your knees as you round up through your spine. Then sit off to one side and send your legs long in front of you. We'll close this practice with fish pose, supported with blocks. Again, if you don't have blocks, but you have a blanket that you can roll up for just a little bit of extra chest opening, you could put that right essentially where this block is going. And I'm gonna do this on 2 blocks on the medium setting. If you already know where we're going, by all means get there. If this is your first time or you need a refresher, I'm taking this block right basically underneath my scapula or where a bra strap might live. And I'm gonna go ahead and scoop my bottom away from the block so I can roll down. I'm using my hands to assist me here, so this is not like a core exercise. Once I feel like that feels nice, I'll take my hands to the other block. And you're gonna rest this other block right at the round part of your skull. Good. Placing that down. Once this feels really supported. There's that word again, supported. We deserve that support. It doesn't always have to be so high stakes. You can you could decide to extend your legs long. Let your toes roll open and then sort of adjust a little bit, scooch so that it doesn't feel like a strain, but it feels like an invitation to open. If that's not super comfy, you can bend your knees, step your feet as wide as your mat, inner thighs come to touch, constructive rest. So choose your adventure. And this is where we'll stay for 1 or 2 minutes. And I'll do my best to gauge that time as I lay here with you. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a few breaths where you're observing the inhale washing into the body like a wave and the wash out of the exhale. Then eventually you might find your mind totally still. And if you're like, LOL, still not gonna happen, that's okay. It's just about starting again. Return to your breath. Okay, start to deepen your breath here. Circling through your ankles and your wrists, reach your arms overhead. If your knees are already bent, stay there. If your legs are extended, go ahead and bend your knees. Scoot your hips over to the right. We'll all roll over to the left, using your hands to catch you as you roll off of the blocks. Cool. Pause here for a second. Find yourself in a comfortable seat with a nice long spine. When you're ready, press palms to heart center, bowing our head, a moment of gratitude. I'm thankful for you. I'm glad you showed up today. I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of me too. Why not? Take a breath in and breathe out. Thank you.